You're not a real girl's girl if you're not sharing.
Unfortunately, my journey as a girl's girl ends there.
If you're my homegirl and you're not giving me a piece of that good that you got,
go find your own good.
Then you're not a girl's girl. We're not girls.
No.
Welcome to another episode of Kind Girls Talk with the ultimate kind girl, Tony Merced. Today I have a special guest, and her name is Amaya.
Hi.
How you doing today, girl?
Girl, I'm doing good. I've been like low-key in my head, like, how am I gonna like present myself when I come on here?
Well, you better cut up. You know, being kind though.
Yes.
Being kind.
I'll always be kind.
And we're gonna release our inner thoughts.
Yes.
And talk about some stuff that's, you know, uncomfortable to talk about, but being kind while we're doing it.
Yes.
And expressing it and letting people know, get that off your chest.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
So what do you want to release today? What's been on your mind?
I don't know. Just like recently, everything that's been kind of like going on in my life. So I'm 23. So it's like I'm getting into that mode where it's like I kind of have to have a little bit more discernment. Like I have to be more attentive within the things that I do, because it's like you're your parents' responsibility into a certain point.
Okay.
And then you have to like make that choice to choose to be an adult. And then you have to make the choice to choose to be the type of adult you want to be. So for me, like right now, I've just been kind of like in my observant mode, kind of seeing like what works for me, like what doesn't.
So at 23, you're like, at 23, that's when I'm going to start.
Yeah.
I'm an adult at 23. Not 21. 21, mama, you taking care of me. 23,
I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm an adult now.
23.
It's your Jordan year.
23 does not feel like an adult. And I'm going to tell you why. Like, we live in a place where you're literally dependent on somebody until you're 18. Mm-hmm. And it's like, depending on the job that that person does that's responsible for you until you're 18, it really has like a profound effect of the person you're going to be like when you become an adult.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like that fight or flight. Like, you have to kind of, como se dice, like, it's your first time really making decisions for yourself. So it's kind of like being a baby again in a way, because it's like
an adult baby.
Yes, because it's like when you're a kid, like everything is your first, like everything is new. Mm-hmm. So then like when you have to become yourself and you're responsible for yourself, it's like everything is new again. Paying bills, like I have to do my own taxes, I have to make my own doctor's appointments. Like that's ghetto. Like,
now it's ghetto.
Yes, and I feel like I just wouldn't subject my kids to that.
So then what would you do? Like, what do you mean?
Like,
what would you do be different?
I don't know. I was raised by a single mom. I feel like in certain ways, she felt like she couldn't be lenient, because it's like, I don't know, there's a stigma, especially around like Black women, where it's like, oh, I'm a single mom, so I kind of like messed up in a way, because like I don't have this 2-parent home to raise my child in. Mm-hmm. And like it has something to do with judgment. So I feel like, especially me growing up, like a lot of things were just projected onto me because of like the life that my mom lived.
So then what are you going to do for change for yourself?
I mean, for myself, I just kind of have to give myself that lenience that I wasn't given, because it's like, I'm not a person that feels like there's shame in learning. Like, I
agree.
Yeah, like I'm always like open to like learn stuff. I'm always okay with not knowing everything, because I feel like if you knew everything, life would be boring.
You're right.
So it's like I take pride in like being able to have a learning experience and stuff like that.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I'm very interested in learning about the new 20-year-olds, because I feel like a lot of them are lazy.
Really?
I feel like a lot of the new 20-year-olds don't grind it out and do the things that the millennials did.
Like what?
I just feel like everything is in slow motion for them. And it's on their time, and it's like, hey, however I feel, I'm going to move on how I feel. And they just don't want to get it. And it's like, oh, I'm going to keep learning, but I'm going to learn on my own terms. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to just keep growing, and it has to revolve around me. I feel like a lot of 20-year-olds are doing that now.
But I mean, I feel like everybody has to be a little selfish. Like,
you would call that selfish?
I wouldn't call that selfish, but I feel like somebody from the outside looking in that may not know your whole situation or like what you're going through, what you've been through to get there. I feel like
every situation is different.
Yeah, and I feel like I kind of admire people that have the ability to just like not care or like not people please and stuff like that. I feel like while I do understand what you're saying as far as like, oh, I'm gonna do things on my own time and feelings, blah, 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 blah. I feel like a lot of the time, especially people that are like older than me or like grew up in a different generation, I feel like they feel like we should negate having feelings. Like if you have feelings, like.
I think feelings are very important.
Feelings are very important. Feelings have something to do with everything that goes on in the world.
You can have feelings, but it's how you control your feelings.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people have a whole bunch of different feelings and they don't control them. And they have outrage. They outrage and they project it onto other people. But I feel like that's not just your generation. I think that's everybody.
Exactly.
I think everybody has that outrage where they project their feelings on somebody else.
Exactly.
You need to stop. You need to stop doing that.
I didn't meet my dad till I think 2 or 3 maybe.
Okay.
Because he was incarcerated. For me, something that was very interesting and still is interesting is like trying to navigate those relationships with my family because like I'm an only child.
Okay.
So I don't know, one of the prime examples of like people feeling like, just as far as feelings, like older people especially feel like when they reach a certain age, they don't have to change.
I agree.
And I cannot express how much that irks me.
That's a really good point.
Yes.
And I do agree with you. And that's why evolution is very important.
Exactly. Because it's like, you literally should not stop evolving. You should not stop growing until you're in the ground.
Yeah.
And even then,
I always say that. You know what I'm saying? You don't stop growing until you're dead.
And even then, it's just kind of like, depending upon the way like you raised up that next generation of people you brought here, that really speaks volumes.
This is what I think. I think as a parent, it's your responsibility to go out and make sure that your child is okay.
Exactly.
And to cater to all their emotions.
Exactly.
And it does not matter the age.
Exactly.
Because you chose to bring that baby here.
Exactly.
And that's going to be your baby forever.
Exactly.
So when it comes down to my kids, I don't care what they do, what they choose to do. It's my responsibility. Not when they say, oh, they're 21, they're free.
Yeah.
I'm always in the mode to having to advise them.
Exactly.
To be there for them, to talk to them. And, you know, but a lot of parents don't think that. A lot of parents say, oh, and I say that now. I have babies.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to make it my point to prove that when they are older and they do decide to not listen to me or they do decide to do things that I don't agree with, I'm going to be right there to say, hey, I told you, but look at it this way.
I definitely feel like people's childhoods play into the parents that they are too, because it's like a big theme, like especially today, is like people healing their inner child. So it's like, especially me, I have a young mom. So it's like she was still a kid, like being realistic, like she's still a kid. So it's like, that's a lot of healing that you have to do. But like, I feel like in the same breath, like everybody's always gonna have healing to do.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and if you know that, and you're equipped of knowing that, then you need to give grace. Look how good she did.
Yeah.
What is What is that? You
like, and this is not a mom bashing fest, but like, I feel like my emotions are definitely like the pawns on my chessboard for sure.
And who's controlling those emotions?
Me.
That's right.
But it's like, in the same breath, if you're not prepared for the person that you're raising, like, I feel like you also have to look like, damn, like, I did make this person.
Yeah.
I feel like parents, especially in the South, like, especially like Southern women that raise girls, oh my goodness, bro. Like, I've seen it happen so many times. Like, women that have daughters and then have a son, like how they're treated.
They treat them different.
So crazy. It's so crazy.
So tell me, I want to hear about this. So tell me what you see, because you said you're the only child. So what is it that you see that you're speaking about?
So I feel like being my mom's only child and being raised by like a single mom, I feel like sex was demonized a lot. Because my mom was a young mom, and so her not wanting to see me go down that path, it's like, rah, sex, rah, like, no, don't do that, no, sex, rah, like, no.
So you think she should have embraced it and told you more about sex?
Yeah, because it's like, now I'm 23, I've never had a boyfriend, and I'm learning how to like embrace my sexuality in a way that's just not like overly reckless.
What would you want her to have told you?
One of the big things is like, what I should and should not accept from men, or like the things to look for to know like if somebody's playing with me or like if it's for real. Because I feel like one of the major reasons I've never like personally been in a relationship is because like I love to love on people. Like I love to cater to people. Like those are my love languages, like acts of service, physical touch, like words of affirmation. I'm very much so like if I like or love somebody, I want them to know. And I feel like nowadays, like people my age feel like they have to play a game to actually get to the person that they like. Like if I like you, what sense does it make for me to act like I don't like you to get you to like me?
Okay, so then you never had a boyfriend?
No. I've just had people that I really like.
So what age? Okay, so then what age were you when your parents said, "Okay, you can date"?
I feel like me and my mom never had that conversation.
So then, what was your first guy that you talked to? How old were you?
I was living in Charlotte. I was like 18.
But that's still young. But you're in the phase still of dating. This is when you try to figure that stuff out.
And I definitely give myself some grace, like in that regard. Like I'm not mad or ashamed that I've never had a boyfriend, but like.
Maybe you haven't chose to have a boyfriend.
And subconsciously, I feel like that's true.
Cause I know. I don't think that's true.
You don't think what's true?
That's true. You've chosen not to have a boyfriend.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I chose
all these guys that try to, hit up on you, you've said no. Them wasn't the ones.
But it's because they're not the ones.
See?
Like,
and it could be the nicest guy. You just turn him down because you want you a.
I mean, who doesn't want to But I want to
Yeah.
But it's like
because you're experiencing things now, and I would say that for your age, me personally knowing you, you've experienced a lot.
Yeah.
And you're like a bird. I'm not even gonna say a bird.
I'm an air sign.
I'm gonna say a butterfly. You just fly.
Yeah.
And you experience things.
Yeah.
You go different places. So don't put yourself in a box, girl. You just ain't found that one.
Exactly, and I'm okay with that.
But you done did a lot. But when it comes down to sex, your mom probably said, I can't show her this. I can't tell her this information.
I remember one time I got in trouble. I was in elementary school.
Elementary?
One Direction was popping. My mama went on the computer. I'm back there on the computer kicking my feet up on the bed, y'all. My mama done caught me looking up Harry Styles shirtless picture hot. Like
Harry Styles.
Yes, from One Direction. I'm looking up like Zayn from One Direction hot, like Michael Jackson hot video compilation, like. And I remember one time she went on the computer. I had found this shirtless picture of Harry Styles, and I put it as my background. Tore me a new one.
You got in trouble for Harry Styles.
Shirtless hot.
Shirtless hot Harry Styles on your background cover.
Yes. Like, and it's crazy because like. At that time, I don't know nothing about sex, but like,
but that's not sexual.
But like in my mind, I knew he had something to do with it. And so from there, like, I just feel like that played a part into like the things that I like now, because like everybody's like appearance doesn't matter, but like that's the first thing you see.
And it kind of like, it made an impression on you.
Yeah, so it's like now, like when I look at my man, I want to feel like how I felt when I was looking up Harry Styles shirtless picture.
In elementary school.
Yes.
I'm a late bloomer.
Really? But I also didn't have sex till after I graduated high school.
Oh, well, I'm not a late bloomer. Look, she's the late bloomer. Oh my goodness. Girl. Well, that's a good thing, Look at you.
But like now it's like, I feel like I always have a rock to get off.
So what do you mean when you say that?
Bruh, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm thinking about sex right now.
Let me ask you this then. If you saying that you was raised in a household that sex was demonized.
Yeah.
How did you realize, like, you went through the phase, because women don't talk about the things that they like or how they...
But I love to.
How do you know it?
I feel like Twitter definitely played a part in that.
Twitter?
For sure, yeah.
Which is X now? Okay.
I feel like it's always been X.
It's
always been X. Like, they're just now, like, changing the name from Twitter. Like, I go on Twitter to laugh and...
Twitter and Facebook got some freaky things on it.
See, I ain't even been on Freaky Facebook.
It's definitely there.
I've not been on Freaky Facebook. I'm like on the side of
Freaky Facebook.
Freaky Facebook. Like, I'm not on that side of Facebook, but like Twitter, I got there on accident.
They're for the seasoned women. Facebook for the season. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What would you tell the girlies?
What would I tell the girlies?
That is 3 years. Let's bring it back. 3 years younger than you.
3 years younger than me?
Yeah, tell the girlies. And be kind.
It doesn't matter how good it sounds. Pay attention to how they act. Because I feel like that also plays a role into like when you want to get intimate with somebody, like comfortability is like a major thing. So I would definitely say like get to know that person better, because I've been involved with people that I like, and it's because like they start off with the good stuff, and so then like when something bad happens or something that I don't necessarily agree with happens, like all I can remember is like, oh, but he did this good thing. Oh, he did that.
It's okay. Say it to the mic. Look.
The mic wants.
The mic wants to
The
smash.
mic wants
It's crazy.
Look, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like, pay attention to how they act. Like, if they don't open the door for you, go back in the house. They're not walking on the outside of the sidewalk, go back in the house. They're not pulling your chair out, go back in the house. They're not texting you good morning, making sure you ate breakfast, go back in the house.
Yeah.
Don't talk to them. Know your worth.
Know your worth. I love that. And another thing I say is this: set those boundaries. A lot of people don't set boundaries at the beginning stage, and then
it's because they're scared of the outcome. But it's like, respectfully, if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to set a boundary with them, and they feel like,
I don't think that it's because they're scared of the outcome.
I think it is.
I think that they're accepting because they're saying, well, maybe this is a part of love, but that's not a part of love. Setting boundaries is something you do at the beginning stage, so that when it gets to a part that's very uncomfortable, you can fix it.
I feel like people my age get so caught up in wanting to like a specific person or like being fixated on something. It kind of gets to like, how lonely am I to be willing to accept something? Or like, I like this person so much, like I'm scared if I set this boundary that they're not gonna like me back. And it's like, you can't be scared of that, because if you set a boundary with somebody, if they really like you, then they will be okay with you setting that boundary. Like,
come on, Maya,
is it not clocking to you that there's 7, almost 8 billion people in this world? Please leave them girls alone and use other things. There's almost 8 billion people in this world, and you think there's nobody for you.
I do want to ask you this. Yeah. Because in your generation, I was going through my feed, right? And some young girls popped up. Yeah. And they start talking about, you're not a girl. Hold on, let me say this in my mic. Hold on. I got it. So the young girlie said, you're not a real girl's girl if you're not sharing. Whoa.
Unfortunately, my journey as a girl's girl ends there.
Look, she said you're not a girl's girl if you're not sharing. If you're my home girl and you're not giving me a piece of that good that you got,
go find your own good.
Then you're not a girl's girl. We're not girls.
No.
I definitely disagree. When I
disagree with that really bad. I feel like you're not a girl's girl if you're letting get in the way of your friendship. Like,
how can your homegirl ask you to get some of your man?
Oh, she can't.
What is that? What is
That's
that?
not my own girl. You're not my own girl.
You're Check this out. And then I'm gonna say this. Okay. Women over 30 that say that, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and settle. They want to go into poly, and they're talking about.
But why settle?
Because it's not that many.
Bruh.
They don't feel they can get a man.
Bruh.
So now they're accepting.
Y'all need to watch that Eartha Kitt documentary when she was like, for a man. At the end of the day, we're the commodity. Like, the men chase us, the men need us. Like, the men want us.
I disagree.
But listen though, I definitely feel like I need a man. Like, the girls that are like, oh, I don't need a man, I'd be like, I do.
I think a man is the easiest thing to get.
Exactly.
You see a man and you like him, don't wait for him to come get you. Go get him.
And that's what I do, and I think that scares a lot of men
Ladies,
too.
go get him. I'm not even gonna call my ladies, my kinders, no B words.
No, go get him, bitch. Go get him.
Don't let nobody hold you back from your husband.
Go get him. I remember, bruh, one of the most profound things a man ever told me, I was in the club, and I see him. I was like, oh my God, this man is so beautiful. I walked up to him and told him that. I was like, you are so beautiful, and I just wanted to tell you that, and I hope you have a great night. And he came and found me in the club later. He was like, do you know no girls ever called me beautiful? Like,
Okay.
and this is like weeks later.
I don't think I would ever call a man beautiful.
This was like weeks, no, he was beautiful. And like, it was weeks later, and he found me again, and he was like, you know, that stuck with me since you called me that. Like, no girls ever called me beautiful, and I think about that every day.
You was like, wow, you was foreign in his brain.
Yeah. Yup. Like, and it's like, you have to go after what you want, because like, these men are scary. A lot
So then
of
what you gonna do?
What you mean?
You gotta stand on business.
Yeah, I did.
And what you gonna do?
The business was stood on.
Oh, that's all you wanted? Okay.
No. But like, unfortunately, like that was not the venture for me. Like, that was not the journey I was meant to go on.
So
like, our journey was short-lived and beautiful. I will say that, but
I'm glad you found your way, and I hope that you ladies out there learned something from Maya today.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something. When it comes down to your parents, give your parents grace. And ladies, if you see your man out there, don't wait on him to come to you.
please don't wait.
You go out and you get your man.
Because you'll go out next weekend and see him with somebody that didn't wait.
And then you be crying. So, get your man. And again, meet us here next Thursday and subscribe to Kind Girls Talk.
Always be kind.
Subscribe. Thank you for watching Kind Girls Talk. Mwah.